After 200 years.
So we're putting up the stockade, and we have to have 2 cross members across the vertical pole, and one of them is from William Burgess's grave.
The U.S. Daughters of 1812 are going to put a little marker on that pole to commemorate that pole and that dedication. We just thought it was a special thing. We had a unique opportunity here to take that out, a nice piece, and Sandy will tell you how excited I was when I found that. I said, I know what we're going to do with that, and it worked out beautifully. Yeah. The other thing is, you know, you've heard a lot about Burgess and Hills Fort. Join us next September at Hills Fort for our living history reenactment. We're going to reenact the Hills Fort story. We're not going to do grime and gore with battles, but we're going to do some of that outside the fort, so to speak. I mean, you hear the noise away, but we want to tell you the story of the men and women who were there and the part that they played in the Hills Fort battle era. So please, September, about somewhere around the, I don't remember the exact date, somewhere around the 10th, the 14th, and that weekend. But it'll be advertised. But please do come out, and we're looking forward to that.
Bill, aren't we looking for a little girl that's maybe around 10 years old, and her name was Elizabeth?
One of the key people in that fort was an 11-year-old girl. When they forted up, she was 10. She just turned 11.
I think I know a candidate.
And this girl, her memory was amazing. She wrote or had written about her 5 different letters in her adulthood that told what happened with who and when and how things occurred. And she gave us so much to help us remember and understand what happened that day. And Elizabeth Lindley Harbor, she married Samuel Harbor, and she was 11 years old when this occurred. And then we have, Sage doesn't know that yet, but we're going to have her playing Elizabeth next year in our reproduction. We have a pretty big cast, but that's what we intend to do. We had 27 men that were involved, plus about a dozen ladies and some children. So we're going to have a cast of 50 when we get done, but I'm excited about this, and I hope that you all can come and lend a hand or be part of what we do. I know that isn't the thing here at the cemetery, but maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe this is the right time to tell you about that, but we do thank all of you so very much for taking your time to come out here and be with us. I know on behalf of Lola and Jim and Sandy, once again, let's give them a hand for being here with us.
Let's finish introducing folks here. Want to stand up?
Well, I guess I'm the speaker for us. We're Bill and Betty Haver. We live here in Millersburg, and we took another old cemetery, and we do it live. I mentioned the Betty Cottage.
Good. Thank you. Behind them, or next to them?
Bill Reeves, signed by Kevin Cave, interested in War of 1812.
Good.
Lester Harnicher, President of the Bond County Historical Society.
Kevin?
K.E. with Bond County Genealogical Society, chaplain for 1812.
And author.
Yeah, I'm Roland Harris, and one thing that Sandy forgot, one thing, just one, he forgot she wants to start a Burgess Cemetery Association.
Oh, yeah.
I have started 2 cemetery associations, Douglas Cemetery and Anderson Cemetery Association, and I've agreed to help her. But we're going to need 10 people to be on the board of directors. So people in this area that are interested in this cemetery, we'd like to have you let Sandy know that if you're wanting to serve on the board, and then we'll actually be asking later on for some donations to keep this cemetery up after we get it all cleaned up. Thank you.
Yeah, if you don't have an association, the cemetery very well could go back the way it was. So it's really important, if you want to keep it the way it is, you need to think real hard about doing that. Anybody else? USS Alabama.
Well, that's Chainsaw Willie.
Anyway, I've been helping out here and cutting some wood, and I'm getting my whole backyard full of wood. So I burn a lot of wood.
We appreciate all your work.
I've been nice working out here and Rollin and had a lot of fun.
Anybody else want to stand up and talk?
My name is David McIntyre, it's my wife Donna, and my grandmother was an Etheridge, and Wayne Miles, my cousin, of course Sandy's his daughter.
And they
Great.
drove 3 hours to be here.
Great.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
From
And Tony.
Washington, Illinois.
Washington, Illinois.
Shall I just say ditto? My name is Joyce Smith, and David is my brother, Wayne is my cousin. We came from Washington also.
Excellent.
And what an improvement. We were here many, many years ago and couldn't get up here. It looks like that out there. So we're thrilled.
In 1978, John, the guy that made the fence, cleaned this when you were in, what, high school or?
I was in high school in 78. We were baling hay and making hay on the farm just south of here. And there's an elderly guy from between here and Greenville got permission to cut all the trees down for firewood, and he did wood carving. So that was 78. I was 15. Grant's 15 now. It got cleared off again, so hopefully if he has a son.
Every 30 years. let's hope we keep it clean and we don't have to wait 30 years.
All right.
Anybody else back here want to say hi? Where you came from?
Oh, that's Ruth Miles. That's my mom.
There you go, Mom.
She came out and did a lot of work out here.
Stand up, Mom.
As my daughter said, they're very proud of the way she has helped out here to get this cleared off.
Well, we're proud of her too.
And Wayne didn't tell us about trying all the crops.
Oh, yeah. She could have worked.
That was a hit. Those guys were always hungry at 11:45. And they like those Cordy brats with sauerkraut on them. They said, great.
And Eunice Pettigrew. Yeah. She was a Miles.
Wife of the chainsaw.
Wife of the chainsaw. All right.
Wayne is my nephew. She's my great niece and so forth. And
Great.
This is one of my relation here who was his wife.
Folks back there?
Dwayne Weaver, I was born and raised in Northburg, and Betty's my cousin at
Okay. All right.
She's been out here many, many times too.
Thanks,
Many
John.
hours.
Sandy, do you want to say anything about the thing afterwards? Folks in the back?
Sure, that's me, my family, and friends with Don and Betty Coffee. We appreciate what was done here at 1812 in times were dangerous and what continues to be done by all you who sacrificially give you service. We appreciate you all.
Thank you. Anybody else? Sandy, you want to tell them about the going to the
Well,
Melody Inn?
I have dinner for 20 for the Illinois Society of 1812.
Oh my guys.
Group. Do they
Okay.
know it? And they can have dinner there, and there's also food to be purchased, and I think they're going to have some music there tonight if anybody's interested. You may go by there, and I especially want the Illinois Society gentlemen to be there for dinner.
You hear that? Free eats at Melody Inn.
So, that's you.
All right. Kevin, would you like to give us a benediction, please? Oh.
Could I say one thing before that, Kevin? I would just